All right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. I've been sick for probably the last week, so I'm behind on a lot of things. So I got a lot to talk about, a lot to do, a lot to package up, a lot to unbox. So we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. All right, so eBay sales have not really been super active. I don't have a ton of listings. I maybe have like 100 right now. I've just been sending so much stuff to ComC, but this is what's sold over like New Year's. Shout out UW. The base auto, I think, sold for 85, and then the Sapphire for 13. Jackson Dart, that sold after their bowl game. Just the base auto for 25. Evan Stewart mini diamond auto, that sold, I think, for like 22-ish. He is not committed anywhere, but we'll see what happens. And this one I was gonna send to ComC, but someone sent an offer for it. Izan Almanza. Got this for like 10 to 15 bucks. Someone sent like a $28 offer, I think. So that's everything that's sold. I think it's like 200 bucks for everything. So nothing crazy, but gonna package this up, go to the post office. I've got a lot to mail today. So decent stack of mail. We'll get through that and discuss my talking points, which, there we go, got it. So first card here, this one's a cool one. Trayvon Rudolph, yellow sapphire to 75. I did graphics for Northern Illinois University. I'd say from like December to July, basically their off season. I had reached out to a ton of schools when I was kind of debating on, do I want to go graphic design? Do I want to go more of the cards route? I'd reached out to probably 100 Division I schools, and I had NIU, UC Davis, and Montana all reached back out. I hopped on some calls with NIU and I really liked them. They were giving me complete creative control over recruiting and things like that. So Trayvon was one of those guys on the team that I heard a lot about in the offseason. Freshman All-American, and then had another good year, and then I think he broke his leg or something, and he missed the entire season, so they were excited to get him back. I think I made a graphic for him, and they had posted a while ago. If I can find it, I will post it. But yellow, I think I got this for like $2. So I'm shocked that they included him. One of the few additions in Sapphire, so that was cool though. First up, ComC. So right now, I'm running 40% off my ComC store. My eye is red. Not really. I'm running 40% off my ComC store on just about everything. I wanted to run it for the first 7 days just to start off 2024 on a high note. December was by far my best month of ComC, and I'm gonna be reinvesting some of my funds. I've kind of added up my watch list, and I'm gonna be buying some stuff today. Jalil Farouk, gold. He had 2 fumbles in the Holiday Bowl. But I've been picking up his gold autos for like under 10 bucks. Again, I just Twitter search players' names. I kind of get the vibe of what the team and the fans are saying. And there's like some sort of hope for him. But first 10-win season since I was with the team in 2014, the Fiesta Bowl season. Okay, this one, I got nervous because this was marked as delivered on 29th. I don't know, whatever was like the last business day. So I was kind of nervous. Jaquavius Marks or Woody Marks. Transfer to USC, I think there could be some potential there. Gold auto for 10 bucks. I'm gonna take that all day, especially with the transfer portal these days. Even some of the worst guys on the checklist, there's a few exceptions, but I just kind of figure it's worth a shot to buy a cheap gold auto of a guy. You don't know what's gonna happen, where they're gonna transfer to. Suddenly they become valuable. Just stick to autos, but if there's cheap color, like there is in this lot that I'm unpacking here, absolutely gonna take that. All right, so this is a nice little 6-card color lot of Sapphire. I got all these for basically $1 a piece, combined shipping. There was an issue with the seller. He didn't want to combine shipping because he's like, well, I gotta make up for like the cost of the card because the auctions went so low. I'm like, that's not my problem. Jalen Berger, gold. He's a transfer from Wisconsin. We'll see what he does next year. I think he was hurt for most of this year. Dorian Singer, a little bit of a PC guy. Should not have transferred from Arizona. He's got to transfer out of USC again. Trayvon Rudolph, gold. I was very happy about that. Braylon Trice, national championship game now. Try to list that for TV sports cards. Brendan Sullivan, yellow. And then Andrew Makuba, Texas Longhorn now, but I think future first rounder. So $9 for all of this Sapphire. I mean, you get 3 color. I paid $9 for all their hits. Grading, so I need to get some prepping for grading. I think I'm just gonna send 2 cards in, but maybe I'll send a couple just for review. Sales, I don't know what I did about sales. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Oh, my Bowman U tracker, so I released that. It just kind of has everybody's information who is still in college, auto prices, my personal kind of rank or grade on each player, and I'll be updating that for a while. All right, glad this one came in. Damian Martinez, Orange Shimmer. He is one of the few guys that's going to stick at Oregon State. One of my favorite guys to watch. A little bit of controversy when I bought this. I bought it on Discord like a little bit before Christmas. Guy was like, yep, have it out Monday. Never did. Kept asking for tracking. He's like, oh, it's on my laptop. I'll get it to you. And the label was printed like a week after he said he had shipped it out. So that was just annoying. All right, here we go. Shout out Dak Prescott. Jacob Cowing Red, True Red. I won this a little bit before Christmas as well, I think. 5 of 5. I needed that one for the rainbow. He had a great game against Oklahoma in the Holiday Bowl. I think 6 or 7 catches for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. It'll be a decent little sleeper in the draft. So I mentioned we're going to spend a little bit of money on ComC. I need to send some cards to auction. So they extended their auction promotion, I guess. No auction fees or very minimal auction fees. In terms of fees, I paid like $2.50 to send 4 cards to auctions and for like $60 of sales. So I'm never a big auction guy, but when things are stale and you just want your money to get it out of it, let me take a $20 loss, get that $10 back, and then reinvest it. I'm going to do that all day. So I'm going to start picking out some cards that just aren't moving. Michaela Williams, Gold Auto, Gold Wave. One of the top players in women's basketball. One of the top freshmen for sure. So I'm buying that. And they threw in. I want to do another Whatnots, hopefully next week or so. I just need to get some inventory. I got a card show this weekend. My best show, VIP sports card show. Just the best vendors, the best inventory, deals, all of the above. Last one here, Jacob Cowing Orange Sapphire. I think I got this for like 10 or 14 bucks shipped. So we're gonna go to my dashboard here. I'm running 40% off my inventory, so go check it out. My link is down below. Look at some sales here. Trevor Etienne sold out for 84 cents, that 40% off. I need to sell the rest of these. Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas, he declared yesterday. Not a huge flip there, and then it looks like I submitted Antonio Williams. Been buying a lot. Jurion Dickey for 50 cents. He's going to be one of the hyped up guys. Caitlin Clark, I was going to wait for this video to buy this, but went off, hit 40 points in a game winner yesterday. And then Jaden Delora auto for $1. I've been told it's down to 2 schools, and I kind of like both of them, wherever he goes. So let's see what else I've been buying. That Jeremiah Hunter transferred to UW. I think that's a good pickup there. A couple Troy Franklins for under $7. I'm going to take that all day. Picked up some Kalen Clarks before the game yesterday. So that was nice. We're going to go through my watch list. I've kind of been loading up when I have this much money. I like to kind of go on a spree. A guy who I think is terribly overrated, but I just thought this was a good price. Brandon Innes, X-Factory, is a 5-star guy. His prices just don't justify his production, which is one catch. I get it, Bowman is hype, but I think he's terribly overpriced. But at $1, I'm going to take that. I'm going to list it at $5. I'm going to buy this Juju Watkins, relist it for $70. I'm going to pick up this Madison Booker for $2. Rocco Becht, I'm going to take a gamble on this. Who knows what happens with Iowa State, but I'm just going to go ahead and purchase that. I kind of want to get into vintage football. We'll see, but I don't know. I'm going to buy this Jared Verse at $6.50. I think that's a good price. I can relist that for $14. Oh, also what I'm sending to grading, I'm going to send the Caleb Gold and the Marvin Harrison Gold. And I almost forgot, I have this box. I don't know what count it is. 550, so I don't know, half-ish. I've got half of a box filled with stuff I think I want to send to ComC. I don't know. Let's run through it. I'm still going to think on it. Base Sapphire on eBay is doing like $3 to $4. So for me, I just don't really want to grind a lot of this out. These are going to be some of the better names at the front, but nothing too insane. Like Carson Beck, I might hold. Jalen Daniels, I might hold. Shadur, Jackson Arnold. Those are going to be some of the bigger names. The rest, maybe Roman Wilson with the playoffs, McMillan. I might just have to post those. But the rest of these, probably not going to be huge ticket names. There's a Cam Ward. Here's some of my color. This is what's wrong with prospecting sometimes. Ricky White, number 4 in the country in receiving yards, and nobody's going to care. I know he's at UNLV, but, I mean, come on. There's other guys that are way overpriced. A Brandon Innes, who you're just buying off of hype. I'd rather have the production there. Ricky White, I'm buying into him. Mario Williams, not great. Antonio Gates. These were from my Sapphire box. Had a great bowl game. 10 catches, 159 yards, I think. He's in the portal, probably going to North Texas. Victor Rosa. And these are where kind of the names aren't so good. Devin Neal, maybe those will be decent. Color match. He's a sleeper for next year. I think he's a 5-star guy. But these names, I could put it through Whatnot, but I just don't know if it would be guys that people would be looking for. It'd be a great way to just get rid of all of it. I don't necessarily want to pay 50 cents a card for some of these to sell on ComC. Maybe I just spend a weekend and just grind through all of this and list it and just try to do what I can on eBay, but this is going to be a lot of work for sure, despite being less than 120 cards, maybe I'd say, from my Sapphire box. Oops, and then some random stuff. Aaliyah Del Rosario, Courtney Ogden, that's a gold. Might keep that one. She's been doing pretty well. I got these cheap on DC Sports Cards. Frank Gore, this was from a break I did with Card Collector 2. Drake May, I could probably hold that, but it's got a little bit of some print lines. I could just see it being an issue for some people. Again, two very productive receivers. Nobody's going to care. He's going to be at Texas, and then Torrey Horton. Talia Scott, a nasty scratch right there on that. It is what it is. Taylon Green at Arkansas should be decent. I've got like 3 or 4 copies of these. Just some lower end color. Kamora Johnson at Virginia. KKR at UConn. So that's what I'm kind of dealing with. I don't know what I want to do with it. I could just try to PWE grind it out, but it's a lot of work and just not a lot of time that I have these days. My life has just drastically changed. I've got a kid now. I'm going to have a busy, once I return from parental leave, going to have a busy 6 months, big 6 months for kind of an evaluation period. So I just don't have the time. I don't really have the time to buy a ton of cards, list them on eBay, do the shipping every single day. ComC, way easier, don't have to deal with it. And I just kind of want to deal with the higher end, bigger ticket items in hand. Anything else, just send to ComC. So, but I do still want to use Whatnot. Whatnot is such a good, easy way to just, boom, just move hundreds of cards pretty easily. So we'll see. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But that's pretty much everything. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you want to join my Discord, link is down below. If you want the Foreman tracker, reach out to me on social media. Going to a card show on Saturday in a few days, so I'll have all my pickups from there. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.